Hi and welcome back to Cut the Craggle. Today we're going to be taking a look at my custom LEGO Doctor Who Collectible Minifigure Series 2. This series is based on the Moffat era of the show between 2010 and 2017. If you haven't already, be sure to check out my other LEGO Doctor Who videos showcasing minifigures and sets based on the first 5 years of the revived series. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Be sure to check out my website, cutthecraggle.com as well, where you can pick up a variety of custom minifigures, including some inspired by the designs in this video. Alright, enough shameless self-promotion, it's time to reveal the first custom minifigure in this series. In 2010, David Tennant left the show along with Russell T Davies, who had served as the show's executive producer and chief writer since orchestrating the series' return in 2005. It was a brand new era for Doctor Who, and with it came a brand new Doctor in the shape of Matt Smith's 11. This Doctor has already gotten an official LEGO minifigure. Actually, kinda two, since the LEGO idea set was based around the 2013 Christmas special, The Time of the Doctor, and came with the 11th Doctor in his original tweed jacket costume, as well as the newly regenerated 12 in the purple frock coat the 11th Doctor wore in later episodes. Since both those costumes had already been done, I chose to base my minifigure on the look 11 sports in the second half of Series 6. For a brief few episodes, the Doctor wore a dark green trench coat. It wasn't really in keeping with 11's style, and apparently even Matt Smith wasn't a fan either. But there was one episode where I thought the coat really worked. In the Series 6 finale, The Wedding of River Song, 11 pairs the green trench coat with a beige Stetson as he goes on the hunt to find out who wants him dead. It gives the Doctor a super cool, old-fashioned gunslinger look that I've recreated here with this print design and a brand new combined hat and hairpiece. As well as this affable smile, he comes with a second face print, showing a much sterner and less pleased expression. And for accessories, he comes with the official LEGO Sonic screwdriver piece, as well as Dori Moldova's severed, but still very much alive, head in a box. Next up, we have the first face 11's face saw, Amy Pond. Introduced in the Series 5 premiere, The 11th Hour, the Doctor first meets Amelia when she is 7 years old and disturbed by a mysterious crack in her bedroom wall. 11 promises to return in 5 minutes and take her with him in the Tardis, but accidentally arrives 12 years later, by which point Amy has grown into a young woman. Here, Amy is wearing her iconic brown leather jacket and black denim miniskirt. I opted to go for printing on the legs rather than a fabric skirt piece, as they never seem to sit right and often get in the way of posing your figs. And for Amy's face print, I've given her a splash of cute freckles, and she has a second face print with this much more surprised or alarmed expression. The phrase, "silence will fall," kept getting repeated throughout Series 5, following the Doctor wherever and whenever he went. But the silence themselves were not seen until the Series 6 opener, The Impossible Astronaut. Or maybe they were seen before then, and we just forgot. Forgot what? What was I talking about? The silence wear black suits covered in creases and wrinkles, almost as if they have been melted onto their bodies. And you can see its shirt is also this kind of dirty stain colour. I did try my hand at customizing the existing grey alien LEGO headpiece, but it just wasn't working. So instead, I commissioned this brand new custom piece for the Silence's bulbous head, complete with his sunken eyes. And I've also used the claw pieces to give the impression of their 3 elongated fingers. I think it looks really cool. What looks really cool? Who are you again? Although he first appeared in the 11th Hour, it wasn't until halfway through Series 5 that Amy's fiancé Rory joined the TARDIS crew, and then he died. But he got better, and then he died again. But he got better again, and, well, yeah, that happened a lot. My minifigure is based on the costume Rory wears in much of the promotional imagery for Series 6. It's a look that I'm pretty sure was inspired by Marty McFly from Back to the Future. If I'm honest, I'm not entirely happy with how this one turned out. The limitations of printing onto Lego arms does mean there are glaring gaps in the checkered pattern of his shirt under his dark blue body warmer. He has a very concerned or frightened look. And then on the other side, Rory has this rather unimpressed expression. 300 years into the siege of Trenzalore, the Cybermen created the Wooden Cyberman to bypass the force field surrounding the planet. Its mission, to kill the Doctor and prevent him from answering the oldest question in the universe. Doctor Who? At a glance, this might appear as a simple recolor of the official Cyberman minifigure that came in the LEGO Dimensions Fun Pack, but I have actually redrawn the entire design and included various little nooks and imperfections, as well as the wood grain pattern across the torso, arms, hips and legs. As a one-off variant, it might not be much of an army builder, but I think it makes for a super cool addition to the LEGO Cyberman ranks. At the end of 2013, Matt Smith bowed out of the role and 11 regenerated into the 12th Doctor, played by Peter Capaldi. Like the 11th Doctor, 12 already has an official LEGO minifigure. As well as the freshly regenerated version seen previously in the LEGO Ideas set, he also got a minifig of his first costume in the LEGO Dimensions Doctor Who level pack. So for my version, I decided to recreate my personal favourite of the 12th Doctor's many different looks. In The Magician's Apprentice, Clara and Missy find the Doctor has gone on the Time Lord equivalent to a bender. 12 makes the mother of all entrances, riding a tank into a medieval castle whilst playing an electric guitar. He's wearing a dark hoodie over a t-shirt under his long blue Crombie coat, and the printing goes right down from his torso, over the hips and onto the legs, even wrap around on the sides for his baggy plaid trousers. He's sporting his stylish Sonic sunglasses, and he has this classic 12th Doctor wide grin on his face. He also has a second face print with a more neutral look, with one eyebrow slightly raised. And of course, he comes with an electric guitar piece in black for an accessory. First appearing in the 12th Doctor's first episode, Deep Breath, Missy continued to pop up throughout Series 7, mysteriously welcoming recently deceased characters. In the penultimate episode, Dark Water, Missy reveals herself to be the first female incarnation of the Doctor's old nemesis, the Master. Originally, I had planned on drawing inspiration from how Missy appears in LEGO Dimensions, but as I worked on it, my design moved further and further away. I've given her printed legs rather than a sloped dress piece for extra posability, and I've chosen to base my design more on her appearance in the final episodes of Series 10. Of course, she comes with a second face print, showcasing a classic Missy expression as she smiles with a wide open mouth and gives a rather suspicious wink. Clara Oswald first travelled through time and space with the 11th Doctor, but it wasn't until her Impossible Girl arc had been played out and the Doctor had regenerated that she really came into her own. The chemistry between Jenna Coleman and Peter Capaldi was electric, and they made an unlikely yet brilliant pairing. Clara also got an official minifig in the LEGO Ideas set, so I've based my version of her on the outfit she wears in the Series 9 two-parter, Under the Lake Before the Flood. Technically, this hairpiece doesn't actually reflect how Clara wears her hair in this story. Instead, I decided to go more for how she has it while wearing the same outfit on the cover for the Series 9 Blu-ray. And in another bit of creative mismatch, for an accessory, I've given Clara a printed 1x1 brick in dark blue to represent the shrunken Tardis from the Series 8 episode, Flatline. First set up by a mysterious phone call the 11th Doctor received at the end of Series 5, it would be 4 long years before we finally got to see the payoff in the Series 8 episode, Mummy on the Orient Express. An ancient soldier, upgraded with tech that prevents it from resting even in death, the foretold appears as a decaying corpse wrapped in bandages. LEGO have made a ton of different mummy minifigures over the years, so I wanted mine to really stand out from the crowd. The design for his frayed and torn wrappings covers his torso and flows down over onto his hips and legs. Through the gaps and tears, you can see his stained green bones, complete with splotches of rotten flesh. His face print has these dark sunken areas where his eyes should be, and it's all topped off with the bandage piece on his head. I think he looks pretty gnarly. Originally a classic Who era villain, the Zygons were first brought back for the 50th anniversary of the show, The Day of the Doctor, before returning in the Series 9 two-parter, The Zygon Invasion, The Zygon Inversion. The Zygons are shape-shifting aliens that in their natural form have dark orange bodies covered in suckers, with large cone-shaped heads and inset faces. To achieve their unique appearance, my Zygon uses a brand new piece that slips over the top of a regular minifigure head and torso. It was inspired by the Zygon's appearance in LEGO Dimensions, but unlike that version, which left the rest of the minifig blank, mine includes printing on his arms, bottom of his torso, hips and legs, with even a splash of printing on the minifig toes for their claws. I just think it helps complete the iconic look of the Zygons. Bill Potts is discovered by the Doctor while he is hiding out as a university professor. Noticing her untapped potential, he offers to privately tutor her. Bill only served as the Doctor's companion for a single series, but across those 13 episodes, she made a lasting impact. This minifigure is based on her appearance in the episode Smile. She's wearing a thin gold necklace with a guitar pendant and has a multicolored striped top. Her blue jacket is tied around her waist, and as well as an excited, wide open mouth smile, she has a much more surprised or alarmed expression for her second face print. I gave her the Monica Rambeau hairpiece, which I think is a near perfect match for Bill's trademark afro. The monks were the villains across 3 episodes of Series 9, beginning with Extremis, where they used a virtual simulation of life on Earth in order to plan their invasion. They were also able to see into the future through their simulation and vowed to protect the Earth from the devastation they foresaw, but only if humanity consented to their rule. The monks chose their appearance on Earth to resemble human corpses, so I've tried to recreate that desiccated look in the design for my minifigure's face print. To replicate their striking red robes, I've gone against habit and used the curved slope dress piece as I just think it looks right here. And for an accessory, the monk comes with the LEGO hardback book assembly with a design for the Veritas cover printed on top. So there you have all 12 minifigures in my second custom LEGO Doctor Who Collectible Minifigures series. My favourites are probably the aging rockstar 12th Doctor and Bill Potts, but I'm also really pleased with how my new Silence and Zygon minifigs have turned out. If you like the look of these, be sure to check out my website cutthecraggle.com, where you can actually purchase physical custom minifigures inspired by these designs. Not all of the characters in this video are currently available, but depending on how well the ones listed sell, I might make more of them in the future. Let me know what you think of my custom LEGO Doctor Who Collectible Minifigures Series 2 in the comments down below. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know as soon as my next video hits. And if you've done all that, well, you might as well give the video a cheeky thumbs up too. I'll see you next time. Laters!